I'm John Kovach. I've been a newsman, a sports announcer, and a football coach, but the one constant, since I was old enough to stand next to a stream with my dad, has been fishing. I've waded rapids, stood on slick rocks, hacked through ice, and been tossed about the deck of a boat. And I want you to love fishing as much as I do, and join me on this journey. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. John Kovach with you. Gorgeous but cold. Early spring, late March day. We're coming up on opening day. We've got a lot going on. I think everybody's excited about fishing this time of year. There's just a sense of newness to it. There's a lot of talking about it. Interesting show today, and there's a couple of very different things. I met Jesse Roach at a fishing event, and we talked, and he hosts a radio show out in Norwich, and we talked about trying to do some things together that we're still hoping to do, still have a lot of ideas, and he's out to the east, and we're here in southwestern Connecticut with Yankee Fisherman on the HAN network, and we talked about the differences, and he does a lot more marine stuff. There are a lot more saltwater oriented out there, whereas we have a real nice variety here in the western between the lakes and the ponds and the trout streams and the sound and salt water. But I want to thank Jesse for the opportunity to go up and appear on his show and talk about fishing, and I love what he's doing. Very involved, very passionate. It was great to do a crossover episode, and I'm really excited about doing more in the future. So let's check out Fishing Today, where I was Saturday morning up in Norwich.
Good morning, another edition of Fishing Today on WICH. You can also join us on our Facebook page at Fishing at WICH and at WICH.com, where you can look at our old podcast. This week, John Kovach, the Yankee Fisherman on the Land Network. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Coming here from the HAN network down
or
in...
HAN.
That's okay. Land Network's a computer term.
And we're going to talk about trout today, about Trout Unlimited and the economics, the politics, and the biological drivers that we're looking at. And coming into this season, a lot of misconceptions about budgets and where money's going and what it's allocated for. So, Fishing Today is a program that I proposed to our general management here at Hall Communications because I think there's a need in our community where we have such an economy based on fishing in eastern Connecticut that it would be good to create a program that is informational and educational, kind of like NPR for fishing, where we get information that is otherwise not covered in mainstream media and or publications and information that the Connecticut Department of Environmental Protection has put out, but really don't have a means of pushing out to the general public. So we wanted to be a conduit of this information, but also to help the public understand how the sausage is made, essentially, where there sometimes is misplaced blame, there's misplaced information, and people don't really know how that translates and how that is used in our lives as recreational anglers, as charter boat captains, or even in the commercial sector. So we want to basically pull the curtain, and show you how this all works. And that way you can be that much more educated from everything from where your money's going to where the fishery's going, to the people protecting the fisheries, to the people coming up with the rules for the fisheries. We also want people to be able to participate. So we'll talk about the DEP CARE program, which is how we implement education to our younger generations coming into the fishing programs and coming into fishing. But also seminars. Our local fishing groups coordinate to create these seminars to show us how to be better fishermen. So we also want to come out as a community calendar to really get that information out to people who want to become participants in our fishery. I've been fishing. I've been a resident of the Connecticut shoreline for many years now, and I've been participating. I am a kayak angler with Black Hall Outfitters fishing team, and that I'm a pro staffer with Ocean Kayak. I'm also with the New England Fishery Management Council and the Recreational Advisory Panel. I just participated with the Marine Resources Educational Program out of Rhode Island, which is also, you fundamentally learn how the sausage is made. And there I made some proposals to make some changes with our data collection, which I'm now spearheading to create a committee just for that, which will make data collection easier through the recreational angler and to make us more accountable for the numbers that we make our decisions with. So yeah, I kind of dabble in the politics, but also keep a close eye on the recreational aspect of our fishery. Well, we are at WICH, that's 1310 on the AM. We also podcast the show, which you can go to our Facebook page, Fishing Today on WICH. You can go to WICH.com, and there you can click the Fishing Today page. You can find all of our old podcasts, as we have plenty of interviews with a lot of people within the industry and within the government. And that's at WICH.com is a good source for that information. But really, our Facebook page is a good source to keep up with our posts and things like that.
Want to thank Jesse again for having me on Saturday. Looking forward to working together again. He is going to talk a lot on his show Saturday about the alphabet soup of fishing regulations and the oversight boards and whatnot. Definitely worth a listen. I'm going to tune in and really hope come out more educated, and I'm sure I will, because he does explain it well, as to how all of these organizations and agreements come together to govern fishing. We're going to step out for a minute. When we come back, we're going to revisit a trip off Montauk that ties into a Talking Greenwich this Saturday on Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now during the spring clearance event and Ram Truck Month, now through March 31st.
Get a fresh start to the new year by shaking up your meal routine. Walter Stewart's Market is your local source for a delicious selection of fresh and convenient salad shakers, like Southwest salad with chicken, Cobb with organic chicken, Power Vegan with fruit and quinoa, Greek salad with tabbouleh, and grilled shrimp with hominy. Grab one from our salad case or order from our deli today. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Make your St. Patrick's Day truly authentic with a wee bit of real Irish food, proper Irish-style rashers, sausage, and soda bread right from Ireland. Put down the corned beef and grab a boiling bacon to have what they really eat in the Emerald Isle. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
At Wild Birds Unlimited of Brookfield, get expert advice from our certified bird feeding specialists. We offer always fresh, clean seed that will be sure to attract birds to your home feeder. Experience our excellent customer service. Open 7 days a week. Visit us at 317 Federal Road, Brookfield.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
It's the InSports Athletic Functional Movement Assessment Program.
A program that uses a camera, the same camera that you use with an Xbox video game.
What it involves is 3 phases. One is the initial test, which will give you a very objective and lengthy assessment of how you are moving and where there may be imbalances.
Once test gets the results from the assessment, we'll develop a customized program for the individual.
The objective really to try to get as many young athletes through this program as possible.
La France de Charles Trenet, c'est la France de tous les Français.
Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop this Thursday, March 23rd. So one of the cooler things I did over the summer was get to spend a day on the research vessel O-Search during Expedition New York. That was off Montauk. Didn't catch any sharks, but it was fascinating to see all of the science out there, to see the vessel, which is unique in what it does, to see and talk about their techniques, to see how they're getting a new generation excited about conservation, particularly when it comes to the apex predator of the ocean, the great white shark. And just to be part of that was just awesome. Well, Chris Fisher, who we had a chance to spend some time with out on the water, he is the founder and he leads the expeditions for O-Search. He is going to speak at the Bruce Museum in Greenwich. That's at 1 Museum Drive. And that is this Saturday, March 25th at 2 p.m. This talk is sponsored by the Greenwich Shellfish Commission, the Greenwich Conservation Commission, and the University of Connecticut. Now, during Expedition Montauk, O-Search and some of the scientists that you will see confirmed that it is a nursery for great white sharks in the North Atlantic. They tagged 9 of this year's young while they were out there. Chris is going to talk about the factors in the success, which includes multi-disciplined, data-driven approach, inclusion, collaboration, and just how we're going to engage future generations in these sciences. That's something that's going to be the subject of another Yankee Fisherman coming up, as we were able to encounter a group from Brunswick School who was out on the O-Search when we were out there. And I've talked to them since about some of what they're doing. They have some ideas moving forward. They're doing some things to spread the word of O-Search in Brunswick School and around Greenwich. So Chris is going to talk on March 25th. That is Saturday. That again at the Bruce Museum. If you can get there and seating is limited, it is definitely worth it to hear him talk, because you'll come away with a better understanding of sharks and an enthusiasm for what they're doing. One of the segments that we did, and we did multiple segments around Expedition New York, involved a collaboration between anglers, scientists, and O-Search when it came to collecting this data that they've used to prove a lot of things about the mating and nursery habits of sharks. So let's take a trip back in time. We're going to be off Montauk. It's August, and we're on the RV O-Search. So, Mary, how can anglers, recreational anglers specifically, help in what you're trying to do with your study of sharks and preservation of them?
That's a great question, and actually something that not only can they help, but we depend on recreational anglers to do our research. The way our WCS has worked in the past is that we, in order to get access to our sharks, we work with volunteer anglers who take us out fishing. With their expertise, their boat gets us onto the sharks. We pay for vegan fuel, and in that way we're able to find the sharks, because we know that the anglers know where these sharks are so much better than we do. They get us out to those locations. They help us catch the shark. They help us manage and handle the shark. We put the tag in. They release the shark, safely, and it goes on its way. We could do this work without them, actually. And we have been depending on them for the last couple of years to do it.
And they're doing what they would do, catching and releasing sharks, just adding a step for you.
That's exactly right. I mean, the hope is that we work with anglers who understand the value of science, who want to contribute to conservation and who are willing to come and help us catch sharks and not kill the sharks, right? So they have to be willing to whatever they get, that they handle them carefully, they take direction from us in terms of the science, and then they let them go.
I've now been able to fish all over the world in multiple white shark areas, right? And I'm not sure any group of people has had the privilege to do that before. And because we're doing that, we're starting to see the patterns emerge. We start to see like, oh, this looks like where we were getting them in Africa. Oh, wow, it's just the same as it was.
So you're not really where you want to be today. We want to be south of where we are. We're kind of, Montauk Inlet right now?
Yeah, I mean, we're on the northeast corner of Long Island, just outside Montauk. And we know white sharks move through here because people have seen them here and they've been capturing them, accidentally in other gear types here during the month of August. So while the wind blows to the south, this is one of the spots we wanted to look at. It's certainly not our primary work site.
How bad does it set you back when you lose a day or two of fishing on one of these?
I mean, we know this is our 25th expedition. So when we schedule a trip, we know we're going to have a significant percentage of the time will be pushed off the water by weather or pushed to a secondary location like in the lee of an island like we are now. So it doesn't set us back. Look, now we know what's over here, right? We know what's going on, and who knows what will happen. So, no, it always happens when you do these trips. The weather's never just perfect right where you want it to be, right when you want it to be.
Wouldn't be fishing if it was.
Yeah, that's just not how the ocean works, right?
How is the local knowledge, do you gain local knowledge from commercial and recreational anglers when you arrive in an area?
Yeah, I mean, we try hard to, especially Captain Brett and all the guys in the crew, the full-time crew of the ship, they spend a lot of time, trying to get to know and hang out and talk to both commercial and recreational fishermen. It's a huge, they know the most about what's going on here. They're on the water every day. And, they want their grandchildren to be able to do what they do. And so, if you reach out the right way with the right people, there are the single greatest source of information. The commercial and recreational guys are on the water every day.
And some of them are helping even more so, more hands-on.
Yeah, well, they're helping us. We're calling them, asking them what they're seeing when they're out there. If they've had the occasional run-in with a juvenile white shark, when has that been? And so that really helps us get located. It also kind of confirms what we thought. Right. Now we just have to prove it. And that means you got to catch them and tag them and have some science and research conducted before you can leverage that information into it.
And we are seeing a lot of life around here. We've seen big schools of bunker. You've got a bait tank full of squid. We've caught some dogfish.
We're seeing a lot of mackerel here too. So everything's here that a big white shark would want to eat. And we know that there's pound trout inside here, and some of the gear in the area comes into contact with juvenile white sharks during this time of year.
Greg Metzger, we're on board the RVO Search. Greg is with Real Science Charters. He's also a marine science teacher at Southampton High School. How big an opportunity is Expedition New York to the students around here?
Yeah, tremendous opportunity. Certainly O-Search is known around the world, it's known internationally, and to have these guys right here in our students' backyard, to be able to have access to them is a tremendous opportunity. My students know these guys from TV and social media, and I've already had some of my students physically on this vessel when it was open to the public. So extremely excited. I have more students that are looking to come out over the course of the expedition and be fishing with us. So it's a real treat for them to finally have what they've only been seeing on TV right here in their own backyard.
And Real Science Charters, that's REEL, so it tells me you've got a little different approach. It's not just sport fishing?
Correct. So we do have it's a traditional charter fishing business, but we're really focused on the science behind the sharks that we do catch. Most of the charters that come with me are interested in shark fishing, but we start out immediately saying that this, we're not interested in harvesting the animals. We're interested in the science that comes with the opportunity to interact, and it's a very easy sell for me to go from the traditional shark fishing to the science end of it. So it's pretty exciting because clients not only have an opportunity to shark fish and experience that, and it's the first time for most of them, but but they also have an opportunity to see real science, REAL science, real science happening right in front of them and participating in it.
How big are anglers, both recreational and commercial, involved in this research?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of input with the commercial fishery yet, but maybe with OSearch being here, we can help foster some of those relationships, which would be hugely helpful. The recreational fishery, we are starting to become known among the recreational shark fishermen, and their biggest contribution right now has been confirmed interactions with these little white sharks. So they're out there fishing for blue sharks, or out there fishing for mako sharks and thresher sharks, but in targeting those species, they are running into our juvenile whites. So through social media, through phones, through emails, through the network of people that we have, we're able to use the confirmed catches with a picture. So it's not just, hey, I caught a white shark, but it's, hey, I caught a white shark and here's a picture, so that we can confirm that it is indeed a white shark that they caught. That tells us, a place, because we're able to get from what inlet or what depth of water they were fishing in, time of day, and so then that helps us to then target these areas moving forward.
So it's a real opportunity for anglers to get involved in the conservation of this species.
Absolutely, and so opportunities like this, certainly your network and any opportunities that we have to let recreational shark fishermen know that there's a real need for the data that they're potentially catching and how to channel that information to us is hugely important. We're hoping to just build on the network that we've already started, and ideally it would be great that every single white shark that's caught on the south shore of Long Island would either be emailed or phone called to me, so that we can record that data set.
Greg Metzger, Real Science Charters, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That brings back some memories. One, it was warm, much warmer than it is today. But two, what a great day out there with the anglers and with the kids and with the scientists and with the crew from OSearch. And again, Chris Fisher speaking at the Bruce Museum in Greenwich. That is on Saturday, March 25th at 2 o'clock. You can find a lot more at greenwich-post.com. We're going to step out for a minute. When we come back, put the wraps on another episode of Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
At the Milford Bank, we offer an extensive selection of lending products and services to meet virtually any need. Submit your application online in our Mortgage Web Center. Start to finish, you can apply for a loan in as little as 10 minutes. Our knowledgeable and helpful staff are available to meet with you at your convenience. To learn more about what we can do for you, stop by one of our Milford Bank offices or visit us at milfordbank.com. The Milford Bank, always there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Wild Birds Unlimited, your one-stop shop for all your backyard bird hobby needs. Premium bird seed, freshly delivered each week. A great selection of bird feeders, houses, a patented pole system, bird baths, and a vast array of wonderful gifts of whimsy and nature. Visit us at 356 Heights Road in Darien, next to the post office, and across from Norotan Heights Railroad Station.
When it comes to considering the outside of your home, just imagine the possibilities. Whether your dream is a stunning freeform pool or a tranquil, secluded garden, the team of professionals at Stonebridge Associates will make it a reality. We offer unparalleled landscape design and construction, masonry development, pools, spas, and water features, as well as landscape and garden maintenance. No other firm can offer the same level of creativity, quality, and personal attention. Discover the possibilities at stonebridgeassociates.net or call 203-544-8376 today. When it comes to...
Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop this Thursday, March 23rd. No new show. The next 2 weeks we'll have the rig out on the FCX Spring Sports Tour, talking to all of the captains. I've got to get the young student bass fishermen included in that tour, get some of them interviewed. We got to get that down into the FCAC. There's a few SCC schools that do it. Would love to see that start to catch on. Speaking of that, the Bassmaster Classic kicks off tomorrow, the granddaddy of all fishing tournaments, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. That's at Lake Conroe in Houston, Texas. That is March 24th through 26th. And in other Bassin news, very cool honor for a young angler out of Naugatuck, and that's Noah Winslow. He is among 69 outstanding high school anglers from across the country. They've been nominated to the 2017 class of the Bassmaster High School All-State Fishing Team. That is presented by Dick's. They were selected based on success in bass tournaments, academic achievement, leadership in conservation and community. To be considered, a student must have been nominated by a parent, coach, teacher, or school official. Open to grades 10 through 12. Current GPA must be 2.5 or higher. They received 380 nominations, which is up 75% from the first 2 years of the program. 69 anglers from those 380 were selected. From those 69, 12 will be selected for the All-America Fishing Team. They will compete in a one-day tournament, and that is going to be May 17th through 21st at the Sam Rayburn Reservoir in Lufkin, Texas. An event coming up, and my plan is to get to this. This is on May 4th, so it's a little ways off, but it's at Stony Creek Brewery in Branford, and this is the I4F, the International Fly Fishing Film Festival. This is hosted by Take a Vet Fishing, and it benefits Take a Vet Fishing, Rivers of Recovery, Veteran Angler Charters, and the Fishing Outreach Program. It's on Facebook as IF4, trademark symbol, Branford, CT. You can find it on Facebook. We'll be promoting that more. It's a film festival, it's a great brewery, and it benefits veterans, and anything we can do to help fishing, help somebody who might need a little help, is something we need to do as anglers. So if you want to help veterans, there's an event coming up there. This weekend, Complete Angler is going to have its next Saturday seminar, Safet Kovach, 10 o'clock Saturday, with some unconventional tying methods that are specific to rivers in Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. 2 banquets this week, Candlewood and Farmington Valley TU. Both are Friday. Info at cvtu.org or fvtu.org. Mayanis's banquet is going to be the night of April 8th. That is at Stamford Yacht Club. April 1st, the Fairfield PAL Fishing Derby at Gould Manor Pond. Registration at 7:30. It's for children 3 to 15. FairfieldPAL.org, and you can get some information on that. And the Connecticut Carp Conference is coming up on Saturday, April 8th. That's also opening day. I'm going to do a little bit of opening day filming, and then I'm going up to the Carp Conference. Want to do a lot more on carp fishing and bass fishing this summer. That's my goal for the show. Striper Surf Day at Rivers End Tackle in Old Saybrook. That is March 25th, Saturday from 10 to 4. That is going to do it for this week's Yankee Fisherman. Again, no show the next 2 weeks, no new show. You can watch any episode of Yankee Fisherman, HAN.network, click shows, drag down to Yankee Fisherman. They're all there. Watch to your delight. We will see you in 2 weeks. Till then, tight lines.